Yo, mic, test. Yo, mic, test. I need my mic to be louder. This is more testing. I need my mic to be louder. This is more testing. I need my mic to be louder. More testing. Honestly, this mic sucks. My headphones? Mic check, 1, 2, mic check. Mic check, 1, 2, mic check. Alright, so that's pretty good. Mic check, 1, 2, mic check. That's pretty good. Mic check, 1, 2, mic check. Why is it happening like 3 different times? Why is it happening like 3 different times? Alright, so if I'm trying to do this, I want to kind of come here and I'm talking, I'm seeing stuff, and I flip this so you can see that instead. Alright, so if I'm trying to do this, I want to kind of come here and I'm talking, I'm seeing stuff, and I flip this so you can see that instead. Alright, so if I'm trying to do this, I want to kind of come here and I'm talking, I'm seeing stuff, and I flip this so you can see that instead. Alright, so if I'm trying to do this, I want to kind of come here and I'm talking, I'm seeing stuff, and I flip this so you can see that instead. Alright, so if I'm trying to do this, I want to kind of come here and I'm talking, I'm seeing stuff, so weird, like what? So weird, like what?
Yes. Open broad. Yes. Open broad. Yes. Open broad. Yes. Open broad. Yes. Open broad.
So let's just do a general mic test. So let's just do a general mic test. That's fine. Keep hearing sounds repeated. So let's just do a general mic test. That's fine. Keep hearing sounds repeated. So let's just do a general mic test.
Introducing Bitdefender 2019, the security suite that delivers flawless protection with the lowest impact on performance. Bitdefender technology is already...
Hello everyone, my name is EposVox, and I wasn't even sure I would ever have to address this, but this has quickly become the most commonly asked question that I ever have about using OBS, which is right here. And that is how to stop the audio loop or the audio echo that occurs while you're streaming. I'm going to hit start streaming here on OBS. This is using the latest version, doesn't really matter what version or frankly streaming program you're using. But it's going to start streaming to Twitch, and then once the Twitch preview loads here, there we go. Once the Twitch we get the audio loop here, there we go. Echoes infinitely because audio OBS is also streaming the system. Echoes infinitely because audio OBS is also streaming the system. Echoes infinitely because audio OBS is also streaming the system. Echoes infinitely because audio OBS. As you can tell, that is very annoying. That makes the stream pretty much unwatchable, and apparently it just is something that, you know, needs a really big fix. So I'm going to show you how to fix it right now. So let's say, let me pull up a basic game here. I don't want anything that'll be full screen. Let's go to PokeMMO. You're streaming PokeMMO, but it's starting to loop through your thing. You know what you need to do? Either close your game or alt tab your game temporarily and go here to your preview page that you have open in another tab. Make sure you find it. You don't have to pause it, but just mute it. Wait for the echo to start. You don't want to mute it. Wait for the echo to start. You don't want to mute it. And there you go. Muted. You can still have the preview up. You can still have it up in another window. And then you can go back to your game and keep playing your game. That's it. That's all you need to do.
Oh, that's hilarious. That's friggin' hilarious. Alright, so... How did I get there? Mic test 1 2. And I will always love you. Okay. So I actually think this is working. How do I share that? If you guys are watching this at all, I'm just tinkering around with trying to figure out how to go live on YouTube and OBS and all kinds of different fun stuff. So be patient with me as I'm working through this, and hopefully it gets to the point where I can get this thing running smoothly. That'd be the ideal, I think. All right, let's see if I can actually get this thing working right. So this is my first time ever trying to stream live. So it's going to be probably super boom. So we'll see how that goes. It's going to have a little audio loop there for a second too. I was just testing something to see how that'd shake out. So there's going to be an audio loop that's just for a second. It'll go away. So what I'm doing here is ultimately looking at Ultimus 7. I kind of want to figure out what I think the hard and easy lanes are. So I'm going to do a video that's kind of the culmination of this, but I figured, you know what, why don't I try to live stream my process a bit? You know, if someone borrows it or uses it, that's fine. I don't really care. But it would be cool to kind of see if I can get that figured out. At least the live streaming part of it goes. So let's, so what I'm doing here, so what you guys can see in kind of the back here is this Chrome server or Chrome window. So I've got all kinds of different, I don't know what you want to call it necessarily, but cells where I'm just kind of, I've got different lanes. I'm going to show you kind of what those lanes are here in a second. Let me find the right tab here. Did I already close that? It looks like I did. So I'm going to have to bring that up. Where did I have that? Let me find it. Did I close that? Here we go. All right. So it looks like I closed it accidentally. So I'll have a image showing what the different lanes are as far as that goes. You guys have probably seen it around a little bit, but it's nothing. I just borrowed it from someone else who already had it. Where do I have this at? Let's see here. No, I didn't already unlock Ultimus 7 yet. What I'm doing is I'm just analyzing it, to be honest with you. And I'm going to have a video that kind of shows what I'm doing here. So here we go. All right, so I'm going to drop this into, so I'm bringing this over here. All right. All right, so that you can kind of see is the Ultimus 7 lanes that I'm kind of looking at, which I'm sure everybody's kind of seen before. So really what I'm going to do is just kind of go through those lanes and kind of fill it in here on my spreadsheet and kind of talk about just what I think each of the how hard the lane each lane kind of looks. And then, you know, putting in some math here. So this is kind of like making the sausage, so to speak. It's probably not the most exciting thing in the world, but it is kind of my initial thoughts on how this thing is going to work and how hard it is. So I am curious, just out of curiosity, if anybody's got volume on, how is the volume of my voice versus the audio or the volume of the music in the background? I was having a hard time trying to figure that out earlier, so... anyway, if you got a comment on that, just shoot it in there. All right, so Ultimus 7. So no, we've got what 2,100 keys. So no, we're not even close to unlocking it. I'm sure Cabal will be the first ones in here. So, but what I want to do is kind of start looking down these lanes a little bit. So like for me, this is lane 1, node 1 here. So again, popping over to this, you got lane 1 kind of coming through here, and you're just kind of going up this side and then kind of going across. So what I'm doing is and actually let me do that let me show you that slightly differently. Again, this is one of those things where I'm working on working the kinks out of learning how to stream here. So what I wanted to show you here is actually, let me jump back over to this one, because all right, so lane 1, I'm just going to be filling in the nodes as I kind of go along. And just really what I'm doing is putting some power and some notes on there so that I can kind of think about what I want to do as I enter the information. into this spreadsheet, which of course I always love. So I'll be jumping back and forth a lot between these windows. So this node 1, it looks like, let's see. So it doesn't give me an overall collective power here, but it looks like there's a pyro. Let's see. So it looks like a debuff heavy node. Yeah, with a security and an assault, and with 3 red stars. So that's kind of the thing I'm putting here. So it's like debuff heavy, security / assault. And if I really want to get crazy, I can put in here where it's just, pyro, quake, but I don't want to do that. It's too much work. So I'm just kind of having a general note. And what I want to have over here is kind of just my formula, which I'm doing. Let's see. So pyro's 43. And like I said, this is the making of the sausage, which is boring for some people and might be extremely exciting for others. But so I'm literally just kind of looking at what these nodes are made of. Okay. Let's see. So I've got that node sitting there. So as I'm doing that, you can kind of see the node I'm looking at, and I'm flipping over here. So this is what I got going in the background. So 44, 417 plus 43, 768 times 2 actually. So what my hope is that as I'm doing this, it's gonna actually show me what nodes, at least power-wise, where I'm, it's gonna kind of be like, okay, this is the harder lane, or this is the easier lane, or and kind of determine what how to make assignments for my specific alliance, so that I know who to put, which members should go down which lane based on their power. So that's really it. So let's see. So let's make sure I did that right. So I've got 2 pyros at 43, 232, and that's not a plus. So let's make sure we get the right math stuff in there. We've got a quake at 43, 267, a Spider-Man at 44, 417, 2 mortars at 43, 678. Security at 4717, Magneto at 43. All right, so that's it. So that's node 1 at lane 1. So that's 428,000 power. And so that's it. Okay, cool story. Now what I'm doing next is, like I said, so let's jump back and get this in the front. So let's go to the next node, node 2, lane 1. So I'm just looking here, and it's like, all right, so what do we got here? Looks like, again, lots of bleeds, spreading a so more debuff love. Man, I wonder, my Fear the Darkness team, I might have to make sure I bring this in here. It just seems very, Groot, JJ seem very like they could be useful, at least in these first 2 nodes. Let's see. All right. Yeah, Ernest, this is, like I said, this is a making of the sausage video and me practicing my live streaming. So I want to figure out how exactly, 1, to do it, and 2, I'm just kind of doing some, math nerding out on in-game to get to a result of a video. So, all right, so I'm here. Let's see. So again, you can stay, you can leave, whatever. It's just me doing what I'm doing and talking through it a little bit. Let's see. So this is, nobody necessarily loves seeing how some of this stuff gets made, but I can answer some questions or talk as I'm kind of doing it as well. So happy to do that. Even if it's just me sitting here talking to my mic the whole time, it's things could be worse, I suppose, right? 2, let's see. All right, so that's my juggernauts plus my Scarlet Witch plus Sabretooth, and then we've got Doctor Strange, and then a Vision. Man, it's gonna be interesting to see. So, all right, so lane 2, that's the next one. All right, so the next one is a boss node, node 3. Let's make sure to put that here, boss. All right. Tony, I don't have a specific Discord channel at this point. I kind of just chat and some of the other folks, mainly because I don't have the time or some of the knowledge it takes to run those things. So I just kind of chat with folks and others. I'm in Valleys quite a bit. You know, I know Dorian just started his, so I kind of linger around. If that's what you're talking about, as far as yeah, okay. All right, so now again, let me. So again, bear with me here, folks. So I'm now on this node here, with the Venom on it. So I'm kind of inputting those information, and like I said, this one looks to be. Actually, I need to put. This one seems to be, what is this? More bleeds, defense downs, punishers, and taunts. So let's do this. So let's get you guys back looking here. So on here, I want to put. So I'm just analyzing this node. So it's like it's got a mini defender, bleeds. Yeah, it's actually it's a mini defender Spider-Verse combo. Is really what it is. Plus cap. That's for this. Where's my format? Text wrapping wrap. All right, so now I'm gonna go in here and I'm literally just plugging in the numbers from them. So this first one, there's 2 Luke Cages, 325 times 2. There's 2 Iron Fists, of course, 46, 848 times 2. It's just 1 Daredevil. The good thing about this too is that as I'm looking at these, I can start thinking about my strategies on how to beat these things, and just you know, properly preparing before I get into it, which is nice. So oh, Ernest, who are you in the arena? I'm curious. I mean, obviously, I have a general idea of who the top 5 are, but I don't. I'm assuming you use a different in-game. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yep. Let's see, there's like 5. There's a couple more Ultrons that are popping in there, but it's basically like you, me, Trick. I know Burial's kind of in there. Caltrain is kind of coming too, and then we had a couple other Ultrons, and I think it's gonna get a lot harder here real soon as more people get their Ultrons in there. I think we got lucky to sneak in before the rest of them. Let's see, and then there's 2 Miles here, 47, 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's 2 plus. And a Punisher. Here's your cap. So your cap's at about 50k. And here's a spider. Just 1 Spider-Man? Yeah, alright. So it looks like there's multiple Miles and multiple Venoms. Let's see, plus another Venom. 273 plus, let's see, 1 last Punisher. All right, so let's just double check my math here. 46,771 is the Punisher. 4273 is the Venom. 47,187 is the Spidey. 46,512. I just like to be thorough when I'm doing this, so that I'll double check it so that I know my math's right. Venom's 46,960. Daredevil's a 46,97. Iron Fist, that's him, and Luke Cage. All right, so there's so this now, and what I'm doing here is I know these have overlap, so I just it's the same. I know it's the same. You know what I skipped here though is let's go back to look at let's flip over here to the game. I skipped look writing in what this node was. So we've got some more debuff heavy. This is hella debuff actually. Heavy debuff. Oop. Let's see. And you'll see in a second where I wrote that. So, all right. So now while I'm here, so I'm still on lane 1. So now I'm going to this node here, which is node 4, lane 1. And as I'm looking on this, let's see. So Drax. This is heal block like crazy is really what this node is. It's interesting. So there's a Drax to keep you off the rest of them. And then really it's, you know, Winter Soldier, Reaper, Hand Assassin, and a Korath. So this is just heal block like crazy. So it's going to be tough for a shield team. Minerva is probably, you know, she's good, obviously. But as people drop, or as enemies die, the heals aren't going to necessarily be ticking there because of all the heal block. And then you've got Spider-Man and Vision to one, clear your buffs, ability block, and then the defense down for Spidey. So, all right, let's jump back to the actual spreadsheet. So, again, node 4 here, Drax, and then heal blocks. That's really it. I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, then, defense down / AB. All right, so let's go in here. So we got a Drax at 42, 611, plus Winter Soldier at 42, 590, a Reaper at 41, 420, and Assassin at 47 plus 43, 081, Korath, and then your Vision's at 51, 586. Scarlet Witch at 51, 387. Venom at 51, 753. Spider-Man, 969. Another Drax at 51, 068. And then ending it with a 50k Stitcher, which I'm sure everybody's got. So, let's see, what else? Sorry, I'm kind of paying attention to chat and looking at this. I'm just seeing what's again. Yeah, I agree, Meacham. It's hard. It's going to be interesting to see the Ultron versus the Wakandas on this Tony. It's, you know, obviously the Wakandans are supposed to be the stud raid team, but we'll see how this goes, to be honest with you. So, Rootleaf, I use that exact same Fear the Darkness team, except for instead of Nick Fury, I had Rocket, but I think Nick Fury's a really solid add in there, and I think the other 4 are more critical than Rocket. So, oh yeah, and JJ versus Groot. I like Groot better, but mainly because he pairs up with Rocket well. Between the two of them, I mean, look, Groot gives you the defense up and the death proof, but I like him more so to the damage boost for Rocket. I don't know. It depends. Man, I don't know. I personally like Groot, but again, it's tied to Rocket, so I think I'm leaning towards him mainly. And then I'd tell you to get Rocket going, but no, and it's okay. It's off topic. I was just checking it. So, all right, let's see here. So I've got, let's just double check the math here. Stitcher at 53.5. Let's see. Drax at 51.068. Spidey at 51.969. Venom at 51.573. Scarlet 51.7. This is your Vision, your Korath, your Assassin, your Reaper. All right, so that's good there. All right, so see the nodes are getting a little bit progressively higher, not crazy yet. So let's jump back into the game. So let's make sure we're on the same page for what node 5 is. All right, so this is node 5. It looks like they call it tanks. So you've got Captain America, Crossbones, Troopers. I think that's Merc Soldier. I think it's Hydra Armor Guard. And then the Hydra Grenadier, or Grenader, however you want to say it. That's an interesting node. Alright, so how do you classify that? I mean, they call it tanks, and I guess, but it's like Cap A / CBs, Troopers. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's the Hydra. It's like, okay. Miss Hydra. All right, and you'll see what I'm talking about there in a second as I flip back over here. So again, what I did is, so right here, I just entered that in this section to give kind of a general note for this node so I can kind of have an idea. So in here, I will go equals. So this is the cap, 47,967, plus the first crossbones, which is 46,792. And then we've got 2 troopers, so we got to get that parentheses going there, times 2, plus a Merc Soldier, at least I think that's what that is. Not going to lie, I'm not super familiar with that avatar, but some of those minion ones just all blend together. I do know the Hydra, though, at least those 2. And then 2 more crossbones. 51,201 times 2 plus 2 more. I think the troopers are probably going to be the most annoying aspect here because you're going to want to take down the crossbones and to keep them from detonating. But I'm guessing that those troopers are going to be surrounding all the taunters. So I'm guessing that you're going to need a lot of dispels here. So that you can clear those taunts is probably ideal, or at least defense ups on your end to, or you know, even blinding the trooper types to kind of get through that. So all right, so let's just check the math. These are the 2 troopers, 49,423, 2 crossbones, 51, Grenadiers, 49,734. The Hydra Armor Guard is 49,366. The Merc Soldiers, all right, so that's the math behind that one. So again, getting bigger. So we'll see. Let's see. I'm just checking back in the chat to see what you guys are chatting about here. No rocket anytime soon. All right. Yeah, honestly, I'd lead towards Groot. JJ's great, but Groot, I love him. You know what? Honestly, Groot and Max is passive. If you max his passive, I know he's not going to be taunting, but any change or AoEs should hopefully slow someone. That is the nice thing about Groot, is because you can get a taunt on him. You can debuff people. I agree, Meech. Like I don't. Though they can beat that BKE team in War if you get the RNG right. Let's see what else here. I'm just reading. Yep. Yeah. Tony just mentioned Groot's passive. Groot's passive to me is huge. I just think it's, you know, top notch. All right. So let's get back in game here, and we are on node 6, which is the shared boss node. Let's see what they call this bad boy. I think this is starting to get towards 60% territory. So I'm guessing, or maybe it might be the next one up. Yeah, I think it's after the next one up is 60. So what do we got here? They call it From Street to Space. I guess that makes sense for Spider-Man. Okay, and Miles. So so this is Guardians heavy. And that Loki's, I'm sure, is a pain in the butt. So I'm just going to type in here Guardians with Spider-Man and Miles. And then there's a Thor and a Loki. Yeah, it really is. I mean, when they say space, that's what it is. It's like from street to space. So I get it. It's like Spider-Man and Miles and the Guardians and the Black Panther. I mean, how's he street? Wakanda's not in the street. Miles with Miles. Let's put in DP. So I'll show you guys what I'm typing in right now in a second. Thor/Loki. All right, so let me flip my screens here so you can see what I'm doing math-wise here. So that was what I just put in, just kind of the brief description. And then node 6, I'm just going to do the math. And this is the first two Spider-Mans, 58, 414 times 2 plus 2 Black Panthers. Thank God there's no Okoye, though. That would have been annoying. And then just one rocket. 361 plus 2 Draxes, 57, 429 times 2. So Miles action. Man, these guys are... These 60k tunes are... I mean, I know there's only 3 red stars on them, but... 60k is gonna... I want to go back and see what the power level are of those ones in Fear the Darkness. Alright, so let's just double check the math here. So, alright, so that's my Loki. That's my Thor. It's the Groot. Star-Lord. The 2 Miles. The 2 Draxes. The Rocket. The 2 Black Panthers. Oh, there's 2 Gamoras here, so I must miss that. Times 2. That's why I double check it, honestly, just to make sure I don't miss something like that. And then there's 2 Spideys. All right. All right, so that's a fun node there. So let's just put the equals to that one. All right, let's get to node 7 on lane 1. All right, so this is node 7. Let's see what they call it. They call it Who's in Control. So it's a Drax, 2 Lokis, 2 JJs, a couple Mantises, Mystique, Juggernaut, and Mordo. Obviously the Drax and Mantis have synergies. That's interesting. A little bit more heal blocks. And that's just kind of a weird group. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about this node. I feel like this is kind of an odd combination, but who knows? We'll see. So let's see. I'm just typing what I want to put in here. So Drax / Mantis. And then you've got Jugs / Mystique. And then Loki and Mordo. Just a weird node. All right, so let's jump over here. I'm just going to check the questions real quick. Let's see. Yeah, so Tony, I'm guessing the health. Well, I mean, it gets this as you get later in here, you see T13, T14, and maybe even T15 with the circles around the portraits. But I'm excited. I'm super happy they didn't put restrictions there. I think the community would have lost their minds. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Meacham, if those Lokis are both start off it's Drax, 2 Lokis, mind control, and then they're summoning and hiding Drax, it's gonna be a Manta. I don't know. It could be annoying. All right, let's see here. So let me get to. All right, so I'm gonna put in. So the Drax is 55, 387 plus 2 Lokis times 2. And then your 2 JJs for whatever cleanses and clearing of taunts, I suppose, if you have them. Or buffs on Ultron. I mean, I'm assuming if you've got Ultron, you're probably bringing him in here. Because I'm not sure they're going to find a counter for it unless they specifically program this thing to have everybody... Like, it'd be hilarious. So, say the Mantis in here goes first. Well, after Loki, Mantis has got some decent speed and then stuns your Ultron. Anybody with stun in this mode automatically stuns Ultron first turn. So he can't summon. That would be lovely. And very Fox and XD. Actually, any game developer, I mean, that's their goal, is to make it hard, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's some sort of programming like that. I know typically they have it where it's, you know, they focus supports or controllers or something, but... Alright, so that last one should be the Mordos. Alright, so 2 Mordos, Jugs, let's see, 2 Mystiques. That is your Mantis, that is your other Mantis. You got your 2 JJs. Just finished the season 3 of that last night, actually. I thought it was okay. I don't know. I didn't love it. Didn't hate it. It felt like more like I'm not gonna say. Just in case you haven't watched it, never mind. I'll leave it at that. I don't want to spoil anything for anybody who has not watched that. Glad I caught myself there. That would have been extremely annoying for anybody who hadn't watched it. All right. So jumping back in game, we're on node 8 here. Let's see. They call this the Scalpel. So this reminds me they have a night nurse. That's hilarious. She's probably going to be like the night nurse we all wish we had now. Throwback to Ultimus 5 and 4 or anything before that. This is obviously you got the Ant-Man Wasp synergy. 3 Doctor Stranges. That's going to be super annoying, especially with an Ultron or anybody who, or even Wakanda if I think about it, because they're going to have tons of buffs up too. This is going to be a tough node. Bullseye is whatever, but this is interesting. Okay. So we're going to, let's see, Black Widow, DS times 3. I actually got to do... So what I'm doing, I'll DS times 3, Sentry, Snipers, and a Wasp Man. Bullseye, it's like he's there. I'm sure the Bullseye's hit like a truck. All right, so let's flip over to the different window. And let me do one thing here. I want to be able to see you guys' chatting a little bit easier. All right. So I've got this chat a little bit more on screen now. Oops. So that way I can see it a little better. Yeah. JJ season 3. I didn't want to ruin anything for anybody. All right. So here. All right. Okay. So we want to. The first one's the Black Widow. 62,308, and then we've got the Merc Sniper, and if I think that was I think it's one right before Ultron. Was that 15? Is that it? Yeah, 56,128, where this Black Widow is with some snipers and Hulk and Kingpin and Hand Sentry. It was an annoying node. I think I on the vlog that I did, I think I handled that wrong. When I went back through it, I focused the Hand Sentry and the Hand Sorceress first. And I mean, it's tough to say if it would have been easier the first time if I did that, but it was definitely much easier the second time. 6959 times 3. Those are your 3 Doctor Stranges. Just there to wreak havoc. Here's your Night Nurse, which I'm a little bit surprised is even in this raid, but I suppose you're still keeping her around, which is nice. She could use a buff of some sort. You know, heal based on actually I gotta relook at hers, but her heals are just too weak at this point and she's too slow, and just like, I don't know, she seems pretty irrelevant, which is sad because she was like everybody's first lady of the game, at least from my experience she was. All right, here's your Wasps. How many are there? 2. All right, and then finally your Ant-Mans. It's funny, I actually have ended up using Wasp and Ant-Man on my Avengers teams now. I've got Captain America, Black Widow, Hulk, and then Wasp and Ant-Man, and it actually does okay. You know what I mean? And I can beat a Defenders team without Punisher and with Spider-Man. You know, I've got to get slightly lucky, but not terribly lucky. I've done it multiple times, so I'm playing around with that a little bit, and I kind of like it. So all right, so let's see, number check. Ant-Man at 2, Wasp at 2, Bullseye at 3. Night Nurse at 1. Doctor Strange at 3. Sentry at 2. We got our Hydra Sniper. We've got our Merc Sniper. And we've got our Black Widow. All right, math is done. All right, yeah, these nodes are getting heavier, quicker. That's for sure. Let's see. You bring JJ. Let's see what else you guys talking about here. Yeah, I've only seen 2 gold offers too, Tony. I'm assuming they're gonna come every few days. I mean, but they said in their, I think it was the blog where they specifically told us there was gonna be, you know, I don't know if they said a specific amount of offers, but I know they said something. They said some certain amount of orbs and the total gold. And I don't remember if it was 30 million or 60. I don't remember how much. I mean, it might have been 30 million, but if you bought all of them, so I'll have to go back and check that. But they definitely said there was going to be a specific amount, and then kind of go from there. So let's see. All right, so we are now on to the boss node 9. All right, so let's flip the game here. And actually, as I'm doing this, I just want to double check something. I need to check my war here real quick. Looks like we're doing okay. I recently put America Chavez. I always hate doing that. Let's see. Let's see. Trash gobs. Let's see. So I've always got to make sure I'm targeting things for the alliance. Oh, we're doing all right. So we've only got 2 left. I'm guessing I know I'm running low on attacks. I could obviously use those last 2, but I think everything I got left is pretty trashy. All right, so let's actually see who I got left, just since I'm already in here. This is one of my favorite aspects of this game. I had a number of clear attacks, so judge my attack points there. They're terrible, but mainly because I was the sacrificial lamb going into the Ultron nodes, which I don't mind doing. I'm all about team first. So this is, yeah, so I don't have much left. Oh. There you can kind of see. Let's see. That was my family trying to call me there, so sorry about that. Let's see here. Yeah, I guess I pretty much have some trash there. So anyway, all right, back to the stream. And actually, I'm going to pause here for 1 second. I'll be right back. I want to make sure that my sister's all good there, so bear with me a moment. It's funny. Thank you for just saying that no mic thing. I just realized that I still had it muted from when I was checking on my sister. So anyway, yeah, sorry. I'm back. I'm playing around. I totally forgot to unmute the mic, but hey. So what I was saying here is on this note. Let me jump back into the game mode. So what I was talking about here is this is where you first see these T13, T14 profiles around the profiles, or around the icons of the characters. You can see it's a little bit thicker gold. So those are obviously tougher. And this one, they call it, sight for sore eyes. I think they're kind of playing into the Hawkeye / Daredevil and, not being able to be blinded. Yondu obviously can have a chance to still hit when blinded, but outside of that, it's, I think you're kind of a ragtag group. Outside of, Vision and Scarlet Witch obviously go together. So what I wrote on here is that's what I wrote. I essentially listed the tunes that are on there. So node 9. So now I'm just doing the math. So all right, so Vision is first, and you got an 80k Vision here, 2 of them. That's going to be insane. This is where I think it's going to differentiate the top 3 type alliances versus anybody else. I mean, this is just, I think it's going to get insane. So this is where Cabal says, see everybody else later, and just kind of, pushes towards the 100%. I'll be interested to see how long it takes them to 100% this thing. Because, I mean, if they can do it quick, then I think Fox Next is going to feel like they failed. And honestly, if I were them, I would too. I mean, I don't know. If I was a whale or in that alliance and was able to beat this thing within the first week, I'd be like, okay, I don't know. Just any type of game I've ever played, you want some challenge in it. Otherwise, you're not going to keep coming back to playing it. There's plenty of games out there where you can, go play a pinball machine, I guess, if you want to beat it quickly or something. I'm not sure. 79, 688 times 2. This is your Scarlet Witch. Yeah, this node is getting silly. This is your Venom. 773 plus 79. I assume you guys can hear me okay now, right? Oh, Rude, as far as the maps go, I think that someone was telling me the guy who uploads them is gone, and it's probably not going to be till Thursday. I will show you. Do I have it on here? That's the map that you can find on Discord for Alt 7. Those are the lanes that I'm talking about when I'm updating that spreadsheet. So it seems pretty clear cut to me, but I don't know what's hard or what's easy, and that's kind of why I'm going through this, is I'm adding it up. I'll probably, just for this video for now, I'm probably going to stop at this boss node on each lane and then worry about the rest later, because let's be real, that's high level content there. I'm not worried about that quite yet. And I don't want to be doing this for 5 hours. Maybe I will. Who knows? I don't know. We'll see. We'll do the bottom 60 and then go from there. So let's jump back to that and let's see what else here. Yeah, they are. Okay, let's get back here. So let me just double check my math. That's my Yondu. That's my Green Goblin. That's my Venom. That's my 2 Scarlet Witches. That's my 2 Draxes. This is my 2 Ravager Boomers. This is my 2 Daredevils. My 2 Hawkeyes. And this is my 2 Visions. All right, so let's see what that boy is at. Oh, there you go. Cool mill. It's but it's a hard mill. It's funny. You can't really think necessarily of, oh, 1,000,000 damage. I've done 1,000,000 damage before, on some of these other nodes in Gamma or whatever. I mean, these guys are so much stronger in here. It's not even funny. So, and then I gotta, these guys share that. So, all right. So now let's jump over to lane 2. And again, I just showed this a second ago. Where was it? Here you go. So now I'm going to go up this side. Now the nice thing is I don't have to do the boss nodes again. So it'll be a little bit quicker. So I've only got 2, 4, 6 to do here. So, all right. So let's get back in game. I got to flip the script on what you're seeing here. And as I get better with this live stream stuff, my hope is that, I can kind of show things a bit easier. Also not have interruptions with phones and stuff like that. But anyway, and one day I'm actually hoping to get a webcam on this thing and, you know, be a little bit more personable, I suppose. But I want to know if I know it's a little thing, but the colors don't match up with what I. Oh, yeah, I feel you, Root. I mean, the only way you can. I don't know if you've got a PDF editor or. I use Bluebeam at work. It's just. I mean, it's not free, but you can drop lines over it, or if you got Photoshop or something like that, that's your only real option. Oh, so Root, tell me about that a little bit. Now, tell me, did you actually have your Ultimus 6s launched prior to Ultimus 7 being there, and then waited to kill Ultimus? Deck, I had BlueStacks. Long story short, I got hacked back in the day. There was a potential for it coming through the BlueStacks. I never got that confirmed. I actually tried to get back into BlueStacks again recently. But what I'm using here isn't all that different. It's basically a way to mirror my game, and the program I use, OBS, it would do the same thing if I was using BlueStacks. It would just show it in this general area. So, but yeah, I actually recently tried to get BlueStacks again, but it wouldn't let me link to my current account because it said that it was linked to a different Facebook account or something. I don't know, and I was just like, this is too annoying. Okay, cool. I was wondering about that route. We waited for the whole thing just to be safe, but I was curious. So, all right. So, anyway, back to lane 2 here, node 1. So, let's see. Time's a ticking. Let's see. So, we've got, again, mini defenders. We've got some crossbones, a security. That's going to be annoying. And then a merc lieutenant. So, how do I want to describe that? Again, mini defenders. CBs. Security. And then, let's just say Merc Loot. I need to, now what I want to do here is, so, and also well, I want to make sure that this screen that I'm showing here is showing up as it's showing up as a full screen as opposed to, you know, just taking over all of what you guys are seeing. So it was the way to do it this way for me worked easier as opposed to just kind of live streaming from BlueStacks. So, all right, so let's do the math on this one. All right, so 3 crossbones. It'll be interesting to see if all 3 of these guys start. Oops, not plus, times 3. Oops, and my math sucks. Or what is that? What did I forget? 987? Yeah, 987 times 3. Let's see, Punisher, 913. Plus, this is your security. Plus 230. Here's your Merc Lieutenant. And here's your Merc Sniper. And here's a JJ. 891. All right, so just double checking my math here. JJ, Merc Snipe, Merc Lieutenant. This is your Iron Fist. This is your Daredevil. And this is your Security. This is your Punisher and your 3 crossbones. All right, so a little bit higher than the other one. All right, so let's jump back. Let's see what else are you guys chatting about in here. Yeah, that sucks, Root. Yeah, those keys are big. You want to, because I don't know the limited time, but I think it's what, this thing's only lasts for 2 or 3 weeks or something like that. Yeah, it's hard not to buy those gold orbs, especially with as much as a bottleneck that is. All right, so now we are on to node 2, lane 2. All right, so this one's called Green Miles. It looks like we have a pseudo, or again, a mini Spider-Verse hand and mini defenders again. Mini Spider-Verse / defenders / hand. It's okay, so nothing too crazy here. Let's see. So we've got some defense ups. JJ and the hand archer to cleanse. You or not cleanse, but to clear your buffs. Is that cleanse? Yeah, my brain's farting right now. Yeah, I don't know. This node doesn't strike a lot of fear in me, so let's just get the math here. All right, so first one is we got multiple miles. How many? 2 of them. 44,359 times 2 plus 44,345 plus 4,900 times 2. That's your hand sorcerer. Here's your Nobu. Friggin' Nobu. God, that guy's terrible. His upgrades are the trashiest in the game, in my opinion. Him and Electra need a rework so badly. It's not even funny. I wish they would have reworked Nobu before this Phoenix thing. People are going to lose their mind if that thing is ridiculously hard. I think my Phoenix unlock for 6 stars at like 170k or something like that. So if it's, and I don't know how I'm gonna level them up much more than that, because if it's, yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna be a pleasant person. 4632. Let me just mute something real quick. All right. Sorry. All right. So let's just double check the math there. 4632 on the archer. 44. That's your JJ. Your 2 green goblins. Your Luke Cage. Your Nobu. Your 2 hand sorceress. Your Venom. And your Miles. All right. So where's that one at? Let's see. All right. Come on, baby. There you go. All right. It's a little bit higher again. Let's see, what do you got here? What are you guys talking about? Let's see, I'm definitely buying the gold orbs. I don't buy character packs, $60 for 100. Yeah, the price per shard is really dumb. I've bought the orb ones, but I don't. I did buy a Minerva pack way back in the day, but only because it was going to get me the 7-star. I typically, mainly for content creation, I want to see if I can get further along. I do buy those orbs when they come out. And not the orbs, the orb packets, in the hopes to get like 180 drop, and it helps, really kind of show some of the later game stuff, so people can hopefully, decide if they want to do something or not. But let's see what else you guys got here. I'm not too worried about it. We're probably gonna get some. Yeah, I mean. Oh yeah, that's gonna be interesting. I'll be curious to see if you guys can get the 30% or not. You might. I'd probably put your 800k people, or hopefully you've only got 2 per strike team, and then put them in, like, pair them up with somebody that, they can, run the, kind of the suicide squads first if need be. What else do you guys got here? Game is proven not to be. Yeah, I agree. Fear the darkness. You already said it. Okay. All right, jumping back into, let's see, I lost my, all right. So we were on node 2. So then obviously the boss node is node 3, which we've already kind of done in lane 1. So we can jump up here to node 4, and they call it Bowflex because there's archers, I'm guessing. Wow, this is, all right. So then you've got 2 Miss Marvels who are going to pair up with the iron, that's weird. Okay. Oh, there's Spider-Man too. So they could have made this node a lot harder by adding 1 more brawler to this, but they didn't. I'm happy they didn't. But so this is going to be annoying because of the brawler aspect of it. Obviously, Iron Fist heals. The archers, just because they cleanse stuff, clear buffs, whatever you want to call it. A little Spidey down. So I don't even know. So. Mini brawler, I'll call this I Fist / Spider-Man, L Cage, Hawkeye / Arch, and Sentry. All right, so that's kind of, I mean, again, this is, I'm not picking up a clear pattern for this one. This is what I wrote here. It's a mini brawler, Iron Man or not Iron Man, Iron Fist / Spider-Man. It's got a Luke Cage and then some of those archers. So, yeah, so let's get the math in here going. All right, so you got 42,520 plus 43,608 plus 43,048, 42,699 plus, I think my wife and family just got home and we're out on a walk. 51,183 times 2. 49,183 plus 52,285 plus 50,065. All right, so let's double check the math here. Sentry, Miss Marvel, Hand Archer, 2 Hawkeyes, Spider-Man, just 1, yep. Hand Archer, another Hawkeye, Iron Fist, Miss Marvel. All right, so that is 51. So when I'm looking at these, I'm just like kind of comparing the power from side to side, and it looks like so far they're pretty close. This one, these first 2 nodes in lane 2 are slightly more difficult, but not crazy. So yeah, so let's. I'm gonna take 1 minute here, guys. I'll be right back. I just want to make sure that my wife and kids got him. Okay. All right, I am back. Glad I checked on them. They got back. They're all taking naps now, so should be able to good. See, what are you guys chatting about in here? Are you going to run Fear the Darkness when you unlock Phoenix? I already ran Fear the Darkness, Jets, but I would not do it with Phoenix because the summons and she wouldn't come back. Let's see what else. Root. Are you definitely going to be there? Yeah, good call. I'll drop a message on Valley's Discord when we... Yep. Sounds cool. Yeah. Can you show the rewards? Oh yeah, I'll show the rewards on the raid here in a second because I'm gonna pause from this extremely exciting spreadsheet stuff and go Blitz, so you guys can feel free to. I'll walk through that a little bit. I haven't done a Blitz video in quite some time. Let's see. You don't need stars. Yeah, you just need the gear, which is nice. So you can bring a 4-star Minerva in there as long as she's G13, which is dope. All right, so let's get back into the game here. And all right, so let me go. Let's see. Someone has to show the rewards. All right, so this is the rewards. And remember, these rewards are changing because Foxneck had specifically said that they're going to be higher for this release, and it's kind of like an initial release. So it's funny. I normally do videos that are like, when should you jump up to the next tier, of raids and blah, 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 and comparing the math and the rewards and all kinds of different stuff. This one you got to do right away. If you can 30% this thing, you need to do it. I mean, and it just looks like it's probably pretty doable. But I mean, yeah, anyway, the rewards are they're sick. So the purples alone, and then tier 2 obviously gets much higher. Well, the thing I don't like about tier 2 is there's no T3 mats. I don't know about you guys, but I still need a lot of those. I use them. The most I'll ever get is like 500 to 700, and it's when I'm saving for somebody specifically. So, I like the T4 mats, but I don't know. I mean, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. And then obviously tier 3, which none of us are going to touch for a while. But so those are the rewards. So, all right, what I need to do here is, one, I need to make sure that we're still targeting folks in war. We're fighting the monster trash goblins, which I very much enjoy their name. Looks like this is going to be a close one. Still 2 hours left. I got a couple attacks left that I could do, but they're pretty weak, so I can't hit any of those. What was that? Oh, that's an interesting loss. Huh, okay. So let me get into the Blitz here, and you guys, if you want to stick around and watch me Blitz while I'm waiting, I'm very much into making sure I get top 1500. So I'm currently at 3.6. And let me just make sure I'm supposed to. Yeah, my timer did go off for that, right? Yeah. That's weird. Maybe I'm not. I need to double check. Yeah, okay. So these are my save squads. A lot of times I don't really think about it too much. I just try to see if I can win and hope I do. If I don't, then whatever. 6 red star wasp, that's going to be annoying. I'm just going to try to fly through this. So bear with me as I'll see if I talk some, but these lower teams that I use are basically just trash teams that I typically expect to lose with. I've got some other teams that I know that I'll win with, so, or at least more often than not know that I'll win with. I'm just trying to kill Mordo before he can blind too many people, and there's a Wolverine, so I don't want to summons because he'll just kill my Wolverine, or he'll kill my summons. Hopefully, I always like it when I get my offense up for Winter Soldier. Typically, you can take out the crossbones in one hit. I'm probably going to lose this, I can already tell. I actually don't want to get Hulk going yet, so it's kind of a waste of an offense up, but whatever, it is what it is. Is that Archer blinded? I can't tell. It's annoying. It's one of the things I don't love about the game is when, yeah, see, I couldn't tell. I should have thought about that more, but whatever. I will take this loss and move on. Hopefully that kills him. Hopefully that closely kills. Really? Half? Lame. Didn't think that Winter Soldier was that strong, but maybe it was. Let's just go at Hulk immediately. I normally don't like to do that, but I don't want Hulk to taunt and then Wolverine to even heal through stuff there, so. Let's try to cleanse some nonsense there. Nice. I got the offense up off of him. And let's go ahead and get to the death proof. He's gonna, of course, he death proofs again. And he should be going. Let's see if we can take out Wolverine with these two clowns. There we go. All right, unexpected win. I'll take it for the whopping 37,000 points. I'll show you guys the that Avengers team I was talking about here in a minute. Some of these teams are kind of weird. It's just they fell into place based on who I had available. Like this is a perfect example. It's like, well, these guys didn't have anywhere else to go, and they were higher than the other people that you'd normally pair them with. I'm not redeeming milestones. Which milestones are you talking about, Deca? See if I want to fight here. Probably that team. Yes. Oh, you're talking about the Blitz milestones. Yeah. I always wait until I know that I don't need them for a raid. The raid heals, if that's what you're talking about, so that I'll just let them sit there until I know I'm not going to use them, and then I'll collect them before the Blitz is over. I actually want to... This is interesting what I want to do here. Let's get the Cap thinking about what he wants to do for a little bit while longer. Chris, what I'm basically, this is a, no, I'm almost going to auto this. This is a loss. I'm taking a break from what I'm actually looking at Ultimus 7 and doing a whole bunch of kind of nerdy stat stuff where I can figure out how hard I think the lanes are. But my Blitz timer went off, and this is a loss. I'm just going to auto. But my Blitz timer went off, and I had to finish that real quick. So I'm going to run through my Blitz real quick, and then get back to the Ultimus 7 and kind of that analysis. I'm from the US, yeah. Oh, I guess that's not terrible. I'm not sure if I'm saying this right, but Amine. But even at 5, if you're you right now, let's say you get 90, T3 mats from the Alt 6, just generally speaking, you want to, if you're only clearing, 6 nodes, you're not even close to that total. So, all right, I want to make sure I win this one. If I don't, it'll be annoying. Should probably roll in with my shield instead. They're a little bit more guaranteed, even though I could probably win that with the Kree. Just don't feel like building back up. My shield are pretty weak, as you can see. I never really focus them. That's, yeah. Actually, I was debating going back in there. So this is going to put the taunt right on Fury. It was the reason I was thinking about not doing this, but oh well. All right, so this is going to put taunt on Fury. Boop. And let's go ahead and take some... I was hoping to do something other there. No crit. Let's make sure he's getting hit. I like the assist there, and he's gone. My security is pretty strong, obviously, because I took him into Fear of the Darkness. Does anybody need that? Nope, but I'll take another offense up. Let's go ahead and spread some buffages around. Is my phone hot? Yeah, my phone is like... I was wondering why I was lagging. I was like, oh, it's pretty warm. Let's see if we can clear. Assault's, cleanse is pretty bad. It's one of the things I've always found kind of with that thing. It's just... let's get... I can almost auto at this point. Yeah, this is Auto City. I'm plugging my phone for a bit just because it's getting warm. I'm going to have to get a new phone that's got... It's a water-cooled processor. It's kind of crazy. These things get so hot. Yeah, that's secure. My security's strong. I brought him into Fear the Darkness, so he's good. I think he's at like 50 some K or something like that. Look at that. The phone's just tripping out on me. I'm going to have to put it on a nice block. All right, come on. All right, next fight. Yeah, this thing's really struggling, isn't it? Might have to cut it short just for that. I mean, if it keeps lagging like this. This is, if you guys are wondering what the lag is, it's literally just my phone is warm. That's one more reason to use BlueStacks, right? All right, so this is that Avengers team I mentioned earlier. It works okay. We'll see. I mean, it's, I don't know. Probably gonna end up fighting that team. Actually, that team's not bad either. I should just show it versus that to show what they can kind of compete with, but I wonder if I should do that just for fun. Let me think about this for a second. You know, I'm going to do this just for fun, even though I'm trying to get top 1,500. I just want to see how bad I lose here or how close this is. Yeah, when I've done my timed runs for Fear the Darkness, Chris, it's insane. I mean, it's just I've been playing for 4 hours straight, and it's brutal. So I can actually stun here. So this is actually nice. I like that. All right, so I'll stun him first. Let's see. Do I want to ability block anybody? Don't think so. Not quite yet, but I will try to slow. Okay. Probably going to lose my cap. Oh, no, he survived one turn. All right. Let's go at the fist. Let's keep going at the fist for now. I don't want to use my ability block because JJ is going to cleanse everybody here shortly. And I don't want to use my stun because, again, she's going to cleanse. All right, so fist is gone, which is nice. All right. Let's, come on, just make it through one more turn, guys, and you might actually be able to pull this off. So let's actually go here with that. Okay, and now let's go ahead and before the defense up goes, let's just boop, 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 everybody. I want to speed up again because I know I've got Ant-Man's ability block for... Actually, no, let's do this. Let's do... And then ability block Luke Cage. If I pull this out of my butt, I'd let... Yeah, okay, there you go. I was like, reality setting in here pretty quick. We got a little mini wasp showing up, so that's fun. All right, so these guys are over. But it just shows you, it's not terrible. I mean, it's an Avengers team, semi doing okay against a Defenders team, right? I'm not sure if I would have been able to do it if I played it slightly different, but yeah, it's all right. It's worth showing it at least. They're semi-usable. And again, that's a Defenders team I'm going against. So if you think about it, teams with less synergies, could it win? All right, let's see. We want to make sure we win this one. Nope. Nope. Could I win this? I think I probably could. If I don't, then I'm starting back up a tier 7, which is always super annoying. want to get to my higher teams a bit here so I can show you guys those just for fun. All right, so he already threw his shield. No one else is going to cleanse, so I could go ahead and taunt. I was like, I thought KRG normally got that go first, but I Black Widow with cap. It's actually a nice... I don't want to use his special because I don't want Hulk. Actually, I shouldn't have cleansed that. That was annoying. That was a misplay there. All right, so I want to get to nobody yet. All right, so I'm happy that taunt is back. But it's cleansed. All right, go ahead and use it on cap now, even though he's going to block it. I got 2 stuns. Let's go ahead and see what we can get ability blocked out there. That was good because I did not want to get... She should be gone. Let's try to get Thor out of here. I need my Oracle heal. Not that it does much, but of course, Black Widow takes it, you little hussy. Gotta get away from these taunts. I'm gonna lose this for shows. For shows. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. I thought I was about to go down. Downtown Julie Brown. Alright. This should be over then. He shouldn't be able to... If Hulk solos me with 4, that's stupid. I should be able to auto through that. Yep, I did. Let's see what else you guys talking about here. Yeah, Minerva is amazing. Yeah. All right. Yep, I also agree with the assault using that her special to get those counters kind of cleared. All right. Just working my way up my list here. This is my weak defenders team. See if there's anybody I really want to fight. Yeah, hey Rude, I saved up, I don't know if you saw this video or not, but I basically had $2,500 worth of premium orbs saved up. It was like 400 something, I think. I don't remember. Originally, I was saving it for Minerva as well because the whole Carnage was going to be in premiums and all that kind of thing. And obviously that didn't happen, and so I just kept going with it. And then once, I think it was Killmonger, once Killmonger got at it with someone else, I was like, screw it, I'm just opening these things. I do keep all of my Blitz orbs, though. I don't open those at all. I'm really happy I did that, too, because I cleared all of those milestones for Orbs of Plenty, which was pretty nice. I can auto this probably at this point. Let's go kill her just for fun. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Rude, I thought you were saying that because she'd be likely the first one to die, or at least take a lot of hits, you want her to be strong. But yeah, she dies because of those counters. You know, Dak, I think what they're going to do is something similar. They keep kind of hinting at having these future milestones. I don't know specifically what's going to happen, but my gut tells me that they're going to put another character in there. I personally am wondering if they're going to do Cyclops that way because he seems like he's going to be crazy strong. But we'll see. So, all right, so this team that I'm using here, you need to fight somebody who doesn't have defense up, or if they do, you can stun it. This team doesn't have defense up, so I always like using it against someone like this. Yeah, I've luckily got my hand assassin to 6 stars, but I don't think I'm going to get her to 7. But I do have her at like 28k or something like that strength-wise, but that's mainly because of red stars. I have 4 red stars on her, I think, which at the time I was pissed about, and now I'm happy about. All right, let's clear that. Let's go over to... Yeah, so this team is all about just getting offense up, AoEs. With your Kingpin. It's just funny. It's like every time I fight with this team, there's always a Spider-Man against it. I swear there's something in the algorithm that makes a Spider-Man be on their team, because my Sentry always gets stunned, and I'm just like, what? Why is there always a Spider-Man there? So it's just, as you can see, I really just enjoy this team because it's good. Can typically wipe a whole other team out. And we can auto from there. Oh, Rude, a 6-star Killmonger. That's amazing. How far do you have them built up so far? I think they'll make Killmonger. I think they'll make him farmable, honestly. I'm going to grab a battery here real quick. No, I would not buy those Wakanda orbs if that's what you're talking about, Root. I don't think they're going to give you what you want. That's way too many shards to be off. I mean, you could strike gold, but I wouldn't buy it for that. I don't like that orb deal at all, to be honest with you. Especially with, if Black Panther wasn't in there, I'd consider it, but. Oh, Eddie, I'm actually going to be doing a video on that probably in the next few days. I don't have it out to the quote-unquote public yet, but I will at some point in the near future. So, all right, so this is my brawler team. I've actually already put Miss America Chavez on here. That and it's been okay so far. Maybe I'll fight a defenders team just for fun, just to show you how it hangs out. But yeah, I'm at 8-3. I'll go ahead and do that. Yeah, Rude, I'd focus on Fear the Darkness for sure. Ultron is just too much of an impact toon on all levels of the game. You need him. All right, let's see if I can have any chance at this. I actually want to kill the Punisher. He's gone. All right, let's see. Spidey should be next, but I want to put him on Daredevil first. The reason I did that is because I wanted to get as many chains as I could, even though Iron Fist is going to heal more than likely. We'll see if it pans out. It worked out okay. I wasn't sure if her ult would kill him or not. This is semi-risky. He's going to die anyway. All right. Let's see. So then I cleanse the cage. Then I go at the cage, and hopefully I should be able to still beat this. Let's go with the basic. Hopefully he gets an evade. Nope. See, that's why I like Chavez, because she puts that defense down for the double hit. And we can auto. So, as you can see, that was it's a decent squad to bring in against defenders. I don't remember what the punch-up was, but decent. Dak, I am very down on Spider-Verse, honestly. I don't like them at all. I mean, they're decent in certain applications, but I don't know. I feel like they should be so much stronger. I'm hoping when Mysterio and all these other villains get added, after the movie, that we'll get something, we're happy with, but that team. All right, so here's my power armor team. Actually, hold on 1 second. I'm switching something here. Let me just do this. I need to set a timer on my phone to remind me. So what I do there is I know when I get to a certain point in Blitz that I want to set a timer so that I can start blitzing again. That is how much of a nut I am. All right. Power armor. You'll get Ultron before a year, Daka. Come on, you have a little more faith. You'll do it. Let's see. I'm not even sure it matters who I fight here. I'll just do another Defenders just to show it. Hey, Apollo. If you guys haven't leveled up your power armor, if depending on what your priorities are, I highly recommend it. I am a big fan. Even if they lose here, I don't know, I just really like this team a lot, especially in war. They're so solid. I try to avoid hitting Daredevil because of Punisher being annoying. Don't kill my... I was like, I need my Falcon. This should be almost auto mode. Let's just look at the... hold on a second. We'll wait until it gets to be War Machine's turn. Oh, you're going to take... Okay, I was like, if he takes his offense up, I'm going to be so annoyed. Let's just see what the damage is here. Yeah, see, it's in like between 18 and 20. Yeah. And then let's see what this is a 5 red star War Machine. He's also got 7 yellows. Oh, there's an 80 down in the corner. Yeah, he's good. All right, auto time. And if you weren't here earlier, the reason that the game is slow, it's my phone has been running for a while, so it's just really slow. All right, there we go. It's like, come on, baby, you can do it. We got how much time I got? I got to keep an eye on war here too. All right, go to my Brotherhood. I'm starting to catch up with my teams here. I might have to wait. This shouldn't matter who I fight. Let's just go to these guys. It's nice to actually mix in a little Blitz just to take a break from that fantastic spreadsheet. As much fun as that is. Yeah, let's do Daredevil. I never want to do Deadpool there because he'll just get heal blocked and heal through it. Or heal over what you just did to him. About to be auto's time. I probably could just auto it at this point, honestly. Yeah, this is auto. Auto. I always like to get to the auto point in Blitz. It's nice. Yeah, Daka, that War Machine hit for 50k plus. I do have a case on my phone route. I didn't say before, but I do have one. Is it better? Better without it? Does that help with the heat at all, or? All right, so can I get... All right, so this team is kind of interesting. I can actually beat Defenders with this team as well. Look at that. So there's actually one for me to fight. I typically try to find one with a slightly higher Punisher. Because if I'm lucky, I can take him up first turn with the Loki. But this one's a little bit lower, and there's not a high Iron Fist or anything like that. Okay, yeah, I'll have to try to take that off. I also have a little bit, it's not an older phone, but it's not a newer one, so I kind of need to upgrade at some point. Pure focus on Punisher. He should be toast. Then I will go to Iron Fist. So the key here, so I'm going to probably lose somebody. Oh, if it's Minerva, I'm screwed. All right, so then now it's Minerva will heal. I don't taunt yet because I've got the Loki ult coming. I slow Luke Cage. I ultimate with Loki. Iron Fist will then ultimate and get dodged unless he picks the one that, yeah, so that'll miss, which is nice. I will then slow Iron Fist as well, and then JJ should clear, which is fine, and then I will Doctor Strange swirly dirly, and then this should be able to kill Luke or Iron Fist here. I don't need the res yet. All right, there we go. So he's done, and then at some point, let's just keep going at, yeah, actually, it's even through, oh, I missed a taunt. That's annoying. Super annoying there. Oh, well, I could probably auto here in a second anyway. Daredevil's going to throw down his counter, yeah, which is annoying because now it makes it hard for him to throw down his power bomb. I want to clear some counters before I do it. Plus I can heal him back so he can keep the taunt on. Don't want to res him quite yet because he's not dead. Alright, this is just auto. So yeah, so that team's pretty solid against defenders, but again, you're pulling your Minerva and putting them on this team, so semi-mystic control-y. Or cosmic controller, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, I normally don't have a charger in while playing. The only reason I had to plug it in this time is because I didn't want my phone to die. I want to try to get through that spreadsheet if possible. Oh yeah, so I forget which one of you guys asked me about my milestones. So you can see my milestones are just the ones with the refills on it, and I've got, yeah, so I've got tons of them. So it's like I could probably just claim them, but I always just wait just to make sure I don't need them for the raids. And okay, so this is my Ultron, baby. I literally could probably just click whatever opponent I want and hit auto on this, and it wouldn't even matter. I normally do that team because it's easy. Oh, this is an actual person, another Ultron. I'm not going to do that because I'll end up losing. This is the team I normally fight because I just want to win. Okay. Alright, so I go at Ant-Man first. Sometimes he dies, sometimes he doesn't. I then actually select Nobu to start this chain because he typically, Star-Lord won't go to 3, which he did. So I try to avoid the Wasp stun because, I prefer that Groot doesn't get stunned, but whatever, it is what it is. Sentry then hides everybody, and I still don't care because I'm going to crush them all. And I don't use his ult yet because there's a deflect up. Archer will clear a little bit, but not everything. Look at you, 2 archers. It's not very nice. At this point, I'll probably just auto. So now I just auto it through it. Let it go. Does what it does. Oh, sorry, Tony. I didn't do the Shuri one. I probably should have. I just wanted to get through and make sure I got my points since I did a couple other defender ones. Come on, get out of here. All right, I think that's my last Blitz battle, and I can get back to the Let's see. Kevin, I'm just talking about the Ultimus 7. I'm going through. I'm actually about to get into it in a second. But you'll see exactly what I'm doing with Ultimus 7 discussion. This was a blitz that my timer went off, so I had to get in there and get that done. And I just want to make sure I check on war here real quick. Oh yeah, so here I just need to check on war, make sure that everyone's kind of holding okay. I've got pretty weak teams left, so I don't really have much I can hack. It's gonna come down to the wire, I'm sure of it. Yeah. Actually, I could spend 2 more. I'll see if some of my alliance mates can take that down. A little bit lower. Okay, so let's get back. So I'll show you, Kevin, exactly what I'm doing here. So what I'm doing here in Ultimus 7 is I'm actually analyzing what they've got here to try to figure out where the harder lanes are and kind of going through it. It's what I'm calling is it's making the sausage. So what I'm going to do is do a video on this later, not a full live stream. But this is me creating the information for that and also kind of playing the game in the background a little bit. So as you can kind of see behind the game, I've got this spreadsheet here. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of going through the nodes. I'm putting the power in and kind of giving them a brief description so you can kind of have an idea. So for instance, let's see, I'm on node 5 of what's considered lane 2, and this, oh snap, it's gone. All right, let me get that fixed.
Most discussions about OBS,
Online.
streaming, game recording, and so on tend to focus on a
Let's
specific
see.
use case. One monitor.
Close that off, and then, oh, that's interesting. Some OBS. I've got something playing in the background here. Let's find out what that is.
Multiple monitors for the work you wish to stream or record.
I'm not even sure where that's playing from, to be honest with you. It's interesting.
Monitors at once and want to stream that. What about switching between monitors?
Huh.
Let's discuss this in today's course video.
This is interesting.
Any high-tier live production needs a
I'm not even sure where that's playing from.
precise switching between them. The Elgato Stream Deck gives you 15 keys with customizable LCD screens behind.
Huh. Give me a second, guys. I'm trying to figure out where that
OBS, and you can nest folders for more actions and unlimited power.
Oh, here we go. That's what it was. There you go. That's what was playing. Looking up some OBS stuff earlier. So, pardon that. All right. Let's get back. All right. So, all right. I was wondering, like, who the heck is talking? All right. So I want to. Let's just open up. Let's see. Looking for the document that shows the lanes for any of you who weren't here before. I'm going to open it. Actually, you know what I could do is I could find it. Discord. Where is that? These are all none. I'm trying to find a good one to show you guys so I don't have to keep uploading it on this one website, but whatever. It's being difficult, so I'm just going to show you what I've got already. All right, so I'm swinging this back over. All right, so this is the kind of map, so to speak, that I'm kind of using that shows Let's get this stuff all out of here. That I'm showing. So it's like this lane 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for Ultimus 7. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of walking up these lanes and putting the power in that you can kind of see in the spreadsheet. So let's see. All right, so let's get back to this one. All right. Okay. Let me just make sure my phone is still streaming onto this thing. All right. All right, so we are on lane 2, node 5. So let's get back into the game. All right, so that is lane 2, 1. Let's make sure, yep. 1, 2. The boss one's 3, which we already did. 4 and 5. So we're here, node 5. All right. I should do a live stream of just paint drying. That would be actually, there's one out there with like multi-million views. Could use some of that. All right, so this one here is run and gun. Let's see. What are we seeing? So it just looks like Sniper City with some Merc. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. So it's like, so looking at this, what I'm doing is I take this power, I kind of analyze the node a little bit. What I'm seeing this one is mainly kind of a sniper type node, couple taunters, and then obviously, but it's mainly people with guns, you know, and you've got a buffer in the Merc Lieutenant who's going to make things hard. I'm assuming that Merc Lieutenant is at the same time as the Merc Riot Guard. So what I do then is I kind of bring this one back up, and I'm going over here. It's like, okay, snipers, MRG, B-Wed, and buff. So, and then from there, I am entering the power from what we were just looking at. So, and what this is going to end up doing is allow me to determine what I think the harder, easier nodes are in this thing. So, Black Widow, was it 47? And what I was saying earlier is it's like basically, making the sausage. Sometimes people like seeing that, sometimes they don't. If you like seeing it, want to chat, just hang out, feel free to stay. If not, no biggie. This is funny that my battery is so low on this thing that it just keeps like dimming on me. I'll plug that bad boy back in. What did I just, so we got 45664, those are Merc Riot Guards. It's interesting, there's two rockets as well. And as I was mentioned earlier, I think this is where you kind of start getting a little bit harder. It's not separating the cabals from the group, but it's definitely harder. Of course, a war machine, but thank God there's no Iron Man to make it even worse. Actually, there's 2. Well, even though, God, yeah, these. Actually, I just remembered Hydra snipers have offense up too. So there's some. This node is. They really liked that node. I think 15 in Fear the Darkness, the one right before the last one with all those snipers. They seem to keep going back into what that was before. And then your final Merc Riot Guard. All right, so let's see. So I'm just checking to see here. So you got your Merc Riot Guard, your Merc Lieutenant, your Merc Sniper, your 2 Hydra Snipers, War Machine, 2 Rockets, 2 Merc Riot Guards, Merc Snipe, Punisher, Troop, and your Black Widow. And that is, all right, so it's looking more and more like this lane might be harder. I mean, that's quite a significant jump there from node 5 here to here. So you're probably, I'm guessing that these 2 are going to be tougher than these 2 as well. But we'll see. Let's see what else is. See ya, Daka. Thanks for stopping by. All right. Okay, so Now let's jump into node 7 here. So let's get back into the game. Show you guys the game here. All right, so this was 6, which we've already did on when we did lane 1. And then this is node 7. So node 7, kicking it. I don't know why they're calling it kicking it. I mean, I would think that'd be a ninja thing. I guess there's a couple ninjas in there. A few ninjas. I don't know. I guess Spider-Man and Mystique kick it too. Anyway, it's weird. Oh, I'm looking, there's some at the bottom. So a Miles and a Nebula. I'm not even sure how to think about this node. Mantis doesn't really have synergies with anybody. Very interesting node here. I mean, so I think the classification I'm just going to give is like, I don't know. It's like ninja types. Spider-Man, Black Widow, Mantis, Miles, and Sentry. I don't know. It's a weird node. So let's jump back in here. All right, so this is kind of what I just wrote, the ninja types. I don't really, no, it's not really a great classification in my mind outside of that. So Black Widow is 55, 96, oops, what did I do? Where did I, 963 plus your Mystique is 56, 932. Your Wasp is 55, 736. First Spider-Man is 56, 366. And then we got Elektra. Oops, 2 pluses. We don't want that. And as a leader of my alliance, this also helps me really, and I mentioned this earlier, it really helps me fully understand this raid to see what's harder where so that I can be better about my assignments for the alliance. And then my hope is doing this, and you know, you guys can kind of see how I make it. Maybe you decide to do something similar, and then eventually I will do a much shorter video on this, which kind of just shows the spreadsheet and generically goes through the raid map. It won't go through it as intensely as this one is. Like I said, making the sausage. 61, that's my Nebula, that's my Miles, that's my Spidey, that's my Hand Sentry, that's my Mantis, that's my Hand Assassin, that's my Hand Sentry, it's an Elektra, Spidey. I just double check the math on each one of these to make sure so I don't screw it up. All right, so that's that node. So, well, you know, drop back down again. So it's weird. That's interesting to me that this one jumped up so much more so than the other one. So anyway, all right, so let's get to node 8 for this lane so we can finish this lane out. And which is this one here. And they call this, what do they call this? The Sledgehammer. Okay. Looks like we got a Juggernaut, a Ronin. What are they doing? What is Fox Next attempting to do on this node? Obviously the Iron Man War Machine synergy. Pyro sucks always. There's no Venom, right? Okay, that's good. That Venom was on this node. That would be terrible. Interesting. Yeah, if they... Man... So they're giving themselves offense up with the Kingpin. Lots of taunts, or several taunts. One of them an auto with Miss Marvel. Yeah, this is going to be a hard node. Wow, that looks tough. So the way I'm describing this one is probably, you know, taunts keeping you off of, man, this is heavy debuff. ABs, taunts to keep off. Plus Kingpin buff. God, this node sucks. Okay, so what I'm doing here, let's see where you guys at. Catching up in chat a little bit here. just catching up on chat, Mantis. My Alliance CP. What is it? It's in, I don't know, I'll have to check it. 60 something. Yeah, Keith's right. I'm like, I think our Alliance is around 140 to 100-ish. We do, in raids, we're top 30, top 40. And then obviously in war, it's just the elo system where it's essentially 50-50. We're not good enough to, you know, we do a little better than 500 sometimes, and then sometimes we do worse. Just depends. So, all right, so I'm here. Let's see, equals. This is 2 Juggernauts. Luckily, there's no Magneto. A Ronin, 62, 723. Actually, I gotta go check on my children to make sure they're awake here shortly. So I'm gonna have another short 1-minute break after I enter this one in. 62, 346. Here's your Miss Marvel at 63. Here's your 2 Pyros at 60 plus K. Where am I at? So I said 2. And then Kingpin, 62, 496. 60, 2 Quakes. 2 Carnages. Man. I don't know why, but I want Carnage to be better. I mean, I know some people absolutely love him, and he can just wreak havoc at times, but I don't know. I struggle with really falling in love with him. All right, so here's our Green Goblin. 2 of them. Here's our 2 Carnages. Here's our 2 Quakes. Kingpin. Your 2 Pyros. Your Miss Marvel. Your Hulk. Your Iron Man. Your War Machine, your Ronin, and your 2 Juggernauts. Did I put 1 extra in there? Yeah, I did. That's not quite how strong they are. That would have been brutal. All right, so what is that? So that's 99. So yeah, so that's, you know, a decent progression up as you go. So it's pretty tough. All right, so I'm going to be right back, guys. I got to just make sure my kids are up. I'll be back in about a minute. Okay, I am back. I just had to check to make sure they were awake. I'm going to eat dinner soon, so I'll get through as much as I can to finish here. Let's see. Any questions here? This is the first AC Blitz. Okay, all right. So now we're going to go on to lane 3. So again, let's see if this thing stays. All right, so lane 3 is just this one. So I'm going to do that one here now. As I go through it, this time I'll actually look at the boss nodes for the first time. So we're going through lane 3, and we'll get as far as we can on this thing. You know, hopefully we can at least get through lane 3, maybe lane 4 before I gotta go have fam with the dinner. Go have dinner with the fam. Oh, I'm hungry, clearly. So in game, all right. So in game here. So again, this is lane 3. Kind of, you know, through. I'm clicking on the, you know, going through up through this way. So node 1. Let's zoom in here. Let's see, they call this Brawl Till We Fall. All right. Yeah, it's because there's brawlers. Brawlers with taunters. That's just wonderful. And that's what I'm going to call it. Brawlers with taunters. God, this node is going to be annoying. That might be the hardest first one I've seen yet. All right, so let's switch it up here. All right, so I call it Brawlers with Taunters. Let's just get the math going on it. So equals 44,172 plus your cap at 44,930 plus your Electra, your Black Panther. If they drop, man, if Miss Marvel's in here with too many brawlers to start, this node is going to suck. At least to start. You might have to throw a Suicide Squad into it. 44. Okay, and another Miles. I mean, they've only got 3 red stars, but still, it's just like, I don't know. All right, so let's double check the math here. So we've got a Wolverine, got a Miles, got a Crossbones, got a Sabretooth, we got a Deadpool, got a Miss Marvel, got a Black Panther, an Electra, Captain America, and a Juggernaut. All right, so that's the highest of the 3 so far. So, and it looks to be pretty tough. So I think that might be your strongest lane. We'll see. I'm guessing, if I had to guess without looking, I'm guessing these 2 middle lanes, 3 and 4, are going to be your hardest. Your outside ones are going to be the less hard. I don't want to say easier because I don't think anything is going to be easy. But all right, let's check node 2 on lane 3. So they call this Shoot to Thrill. So there's a couple gunners in it. Nothing exciting. So there's, yeah, this is really just about some, it's really mini debuff with Pyro / Venom and Mordo and gunners, and it's really about Trooper / Pun. Oops, that's my air server. Now you guys can, that's what I use. That's my account that I use to actually roll that thing. So is it still showing up? All right, good. Let's see. So mini debuff, Pyro, Venom, Mordo. I've got more calls. That's my friend. I need to put off notifications on this thing so I can keep with you guys. Like I said, first stream, so still working out the kinks on this bad boy. Oh, you know what oh wait, oops, I jumped. So we're on node 2. Oh, and there's a security. Troops Pun / Iron Man and security. Debuff. All right, so I need to actually, so let's jump into here. All right, and I gotta format that one. Let's widen this out so it's not so crazy. Okay. All right, so let's get the math going again. Let's see what you guys are talking about. Anything special or just kind of chatting still? All right, so let's see. So we're doing the math on this lane 3, node 2. All right, so the first one we got here is Pyro. 43,369 plus 4 troopers? I didn't even notice that at first. Holy cow. 4717 times 4. Plus, we've got 2 securities. 4845 times 2. Plus 44. 345 plus 44, 896 plus 43, 933 plus 43, 913. All right, let's just double check the math here. Punisher Punisher. Come on. Punisher, Mordo, Iron Man, Venom, 2 securities, 4 troopers, and 1 pyro. That's going to be annoying. So 46. All right, so again in the middle. All right, so now next, let's jump into the game again. All right, so the next one we've got here is the boss node. Which way to safety? There's probably a bunch of Scarlet Witches and Visions. Oh, this is going to be interesting. So, this is crazy debuff heavy. So you've got Scarlet Witch and Vision to bleed you and clear you. You've got Mordo. You've got Pyro. You've got Magneto and Sabretooth, and you've got Doctor Strange to flip buffs, plus Scarlet Witch extending buffs, plus some taunters and a security. Man, that's gonna be pretty brutal. Lenny, this is I mean, ultimately, yeah, that's part of where this could lead, but what it's doing is it's ultimately analyzing Ultimus 7, the nodes, how strong they are, just kind of some first thoughts, some first looks, putting in. So, you know, I'm looking at this node, and what I'm doing is I'm now going to jump it into a spreadsheet. So I kind of classify the node. In this one, I'm going to call it heavy debuff, you know, with Viz / Scarlet Witch, Mordo, DS, Pyro. I mean, it's just crazy. With Taunters, which is a Drax, Jugs, and then there's also a Sentry. It's actually, I forgot the mags. This node's gonna suck. So what I did there is, so this is the spreadsheet I'm looking. So I just wrote in this area right here what this kind of general node is. It's a boss node 3. So then after that, I'm kind of putting some numbers in here to kind of look at the power. And what it's going to do is kind of show me which lanes are kind of a little bit harder, which are tougher. And for me, it's going to help, 1, do lane assignments, and 2, figure out if we think we can 60% this thing as well. I'm not expecting, yeah, basically, Lenny, that's exactly what it is. So I was saying earlier, it's making the sausage. Normally on these videos, I just give you the summation of what I'm doing right now. I wanted to try to learn how to live stream and do it, and obviously there's hiccups along the way or whatever. But I figured, you know what, on a live stream, why don't I just show me doing what I normally do? So you guys are watching me make a graphic or a spreadsheet that I'm going to eventually do a 10-minute video on, or a 15-minute video on. I won't go through as much detail on that one as obviously as I'm now, but yeah, it's just classic what I normally do. So, all right. So anyway, let's get to the math on this one. So this is 46 plus Scarlet Witch times 2 plus, let's see, we got some Mordo going, or no, wait, did I get the Mordo? No, Mordo. Who did I skip? I skipped somebody here. Oh no, they're just almost equal. That's funny. 46, 57 times 2. And then Doctor Strange. 7 plus a couple Pyros. Times 2. Plus 45, 459 plus 46, 590. That's your Sabretooth times 2 of those. Another Juggernaut. And a Magneto to finish. God, this node sucks. Alright, so let's just double check our math here. Magneto, Juggernaut, Sabretooth, Hand Sentry, 2 Pyros. Oops, I almost forgot my which is why we do the math check, not 23. That would be miserable. That's your Draxes. Man, I was drunk when I did this one. Plus 46,048. That's your Doctor Strange, your Mordo, Scarlet Witch, and Vision. So I'm just because I had a few screw ups there, I'm just running through it one more time. Drax, Pyro, Hand Sentry, Sabretooth, Juggernaut, Magneto. Alright, let's see how bad that is. Man, the numbers on that are lower than the other two, but God, I'm more scared of that boss node than the other ones. Alright. So let's get back in game. Yeah, I need to get some of that dinner soon too, Kev. Alright, so this is the next node. This is what, node 4 in lane 3. They're calling the Street Sweepers. So it looks like we got some mini defenders, mini Spider-Verse. Ew, this one doesn't look fun either. And then plus a Captain America. Yeah, so this is mini defenders slash Spider-Verse with Cap America. So let's jump back to the spreadsheet. That one's pretty easy to kind of figure out. So that's kind of what I put here. Let's do the math in here. All right, so there's Luke Cage. Let's see, did I already get my equal sign? Yep. 42,520 plus 43,048 plus Daredevil 172 plus Carnage. This node sucks, but it's pretty clear. This is why I'm glad I have a Groot on my team. Man, there's 43,692. Should have scrolled down. There was still a Iron Fist and a Luke Cage hiding down there. 51,969. Carnage 52,850 plus 51,607 plus 59,559. All right. What time is it? Oh, it's almost time. It's almost time. I got to check those alliance milestones here. Let's see. 59,559, 51,607, 52. That's your Spidey, Cap, Punisher, Miles, Venom. Who is this? Yeah, it matches Carnage, Daredevil, Iron Fist, and Luke Cage. Okay. All right, yeah, that node's pretty tough. I can see that. So we're on node 5, but before I go into that, I need to just double check something with the alliance here. Gotta check those donations. All right, we're good to go. Always got to make sure to do that before the check-in, so we can make sure we just do our gold one. So someone asked how strong our alliance is. Let's see. Strongest alliance. Let's see where we're at. Yeah, so 144. So 63.469 mil, which is, I don't know, it's okay, I guess. We've got a decent range. But let's get back to this because I gotta go get dinner soon. We're still up. I need to double check and see where I'm at here. War's priority number 1. Even though it's you win one, you lose one typically. Flight deck 2 is going down, then cargo bay. Okay. It's going to be interesting to see how that shakes out. All right, so let's get back to Ultimus 7, lane 3, node 5. Oh, of course, you guys couldn't see any of that. That's hilarious. See, like I said, fail on my part. Because I didn't switch what you guys were looking at. You were looking at a spreadsheet the whole time. So I was actually looking at, here, I'll show you real quick, quicker. I went here to go load Power leaderboards. I went here to do this. 63.49. And then I went to war to check that out, but not going to do that again. All right, so. And we are on lane 3, node 5, which is this middle lane to the left. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's that one there. And they're calling this one, what are they calling this? Mechs and minions. Oh, this is interesting. So they've got straight up, like, it's date night tonight too. That's probably what that is. So they've got straight up Ultron minions in this. Not even an Ultron, just the minions. Okay. Date night. It's important to have date night for any of you folks out there who are dating anybody else. Even if you're married with children. My wife and I try to do it once a week, and we are pretty good about it. All right, so I'm calling this one. I mean, it really is just like War Machine, Iron Man. That's it. War Machine / Iron Man and Ultron minions. That's it. No Ultron. Okay, whatever. Super weird node, but all right, let's get back into here. So that's what I called it: War Machine, Iron Man, and Ultron minions. And let's see. So we've got. That's the power on this one. I feel like is going to throw us off because the minions are super low, but that can't be right. This doesn't add up to me. I mean, it's 69.67 times 2. Okay. And then we've got a no red star War Machine, which is weird. I wonder if there's... this node's probably going to get fixed. There's something not right about this. Unless these Ultron minions are just crazy strong, but I don't know. I mean, their power isn't showing it strong, so... don't know why they would be. 2 plus 1, 424 plus 2 more Ultron minions. Alright, so let's just check my math here, or just double check what I put in. 13, so it's an Ultron minion, it's a War Machine, 2 Iron Men, an Ultron minion, 2 Ultron minions, an Iron Man. This looks like the easiest node so far, which is just boggles my mind. Power-wise, it's by far the easiest, but I don't know. Anyway, okay. We'll see how that one shakes out. There's something weird about that. It's that node right before this Fury boss node. So Righteous Fury is what they're calling this one. And obviously Nick Fury with... we've got Assault, Security, and Trooper for sure. And it'll be interesting to see when they drop. 2 Furies, Cable, Deadpool, Synergy, Loki, just because Loki's Loki, Mystique, and Hand Sentry. So it's Fury / Security, Troop, Cable, DP, and then Sentry and Loki. No real summation, but just kind of gives you an idea of what the group is. Now, Kevin, I don't even think an alliance has started Ultimus 7 yet. I mean, I'm not sure it's even possible. Because you only got so many keys to launch a raid. Yeah, I mean, I love the Ultron minions. I think they're great with Ultron. And even when they kind of get solo a little bit, you know, they're continuous buffing and all that. But just seems weird to me, that node. I don't know why. All right, so let's get the math in for this Fury. This Fury one. So there's 2 Furies. 57, 787 times 2. You guys getting ready to eat?
Yes.
Okay. Is everybody at the table?
No.
Okay. Just let me know when you guys are there.
Okay.
That's my wife. That's my wife. And she's just getting the kids situated. They were all taking a little nap. right before we get some dinner in. And then I'll stop the stream there, and then, I don't know, I might come back later and just finish it. Who knows? I don't know. This is cable, man. This 57. I need a bigger screen to see this on. That's what you guys were saying earlier. The blue stacks would be clutch. I gotta get that figured out. 56. 2 times 2. That's your Deadpool. Here's Century. 323 plus 59 for your Mystique. 2 Troopers at 55k. Plus your Loki, 467. Alright, let's just double check the math on this thing. Loki, 2 Troopers, a Mystique, a Hand Sentry, a Deadpool, a Cable, an Assault, Securities, and your Furies. Alright, what do we got there? 849, so it took a little dip. Oh, man, I thought this lane would be the hardest. And so far, my numbers aren't equaling in that. Fail WolverThor. Fail. Alright, so let's check out node 7. Let's try to see if we can finish this lane before I get out of here. Alright, so gonna fly now. There's a bunch of people who fly. So Iron Man, War Machine are the first things, plus Vision, so that's gonna suck. So alarm. Let's stop that so it doesn't come back on. That's my... I don't know what alarm that is, actually. Oh, that was the alarm. I snoozed it earlier, that's why. War Machine slash Iron Man slash Viz. That's gonna be annoying. And Star-Lord, man. Hulks. Star-Lord. Wow. Yeah, this is like tech heavy. Tech. It's Star-Lord, Wasp. Keep doing that, sorry guys. It's still showing our good. So who else is on here? That's an Assault. Yeah, so I mean they're trying to say it as like flyers, but it's kind of like, okay, they're not really flyers. I mean, I guess they are. It's a lot of tech. Hulks. If you guys can't see what I'm typing here, so I'll jump here in a second. I'm back over here typing this in. Hulks. GG and DS. So it's kind of, I don't know, it's an interesting node. I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Obviously it depends when people drop, but I'm assuming you're going to get multiple tech in that first drop. So let's get the, let's see, what are you guys talking about over here? That's speed bar. Ultron minions are going to be, Kevin, I don't know if they'll be farmable or not, honestly. It'd be the first time they do that. Well, I mean, I guess technically Yondu's summons are farmable, but, and I guess so are Nobu's. And Loki summons himself, so, and same with Ronin. Maybe you're right. I don't know. Yeah, they might be 200k, Tony, health on those minions. I don't know. I mean, it's like, I wish the power would indicate that in some manner, though. Like, if you've got a 1,000 power opponent and they've got 700,000 health, you know, the power level should somehow like adjust, in my opinion. So, all right, jump in the, let's see, War Machine 595 plus our Iron Man. I hate when they have two Hulks, but they're slightly different power, so you have to, the plus is easier. It's the Star-Lord, 60k Wasp. This is, yeah, again, this is where it really starts ramping up. Probably level 75 type tunes, which is going to cost so much gold. So I was just, I don't know if you guys saw my video where I was talking about the Gold Gate 2. I don't know. I thought if they just allowed it. I like that they're allowing free-to-play players to get some gold. I think that was a good, you know, free-to-play compromise, but I still wish that the ones who bought that offer, I mean, if they gave it to everybody else, just the opportunity to buy it, because that is just so much gold. But if you actually look in the percent of overall gold needed for the game, it's not that much. But anyway, that's another Oprah. All right, so we're looking at our math here. So that's an Iron Man, War Machine, Vision, Assault, Green Goblin, Doctor Strange, another Hulk. That's my Wasp. That's my Star-Lord. That's my Hulk. That's my Green Goblin. That's my Vision. That's my Iron Man. And that's my War Machine. And the end result is, that is one hell of a friggin' node. Holy shiza. That's as much as these. That's more than these boss nodes. I gotta double check that one more last time. All right, just to make sure. I thought I checked it fine, but holy cow. D6, 728. Just want to make sure I didn't have an extra number in there somewhere. Thought I was fine, but this is where my original prediction that this lane would be the hardest might be coming to fruition. Oh, wait. There it is. Knew something wasn't right there. Oh, I even double-checked that, and it seemed wrong. Always check your work, children. All right. There we go. A little bit more reasonable. Little bit more reasonable. All right, so let's get to our last two nodes before we get out of here. Last two nodes. Come on, we can do it. Stay strong, squad. All right, so node 8 here. Let's see. So I got it shown, right? Okay, good. This is called Chain Gang. And the reason they're doing that is because they can chain attack. Very clever. 1 second, I got a text message here. All right, so yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's really about chains. I mean, that's really it. They call it Chain Gang, and I think it's appropriate they call it that. It's just a bunch of people who can chain attack. Okay, so let's jump back into our Chrome window. So we will call this Chain Attackers. And we're gonna Sabretooth, Wolverine, who needs a buff. Cap America times 40. DD, Spider-Man, Carnage, etc. Get the idea. There's a bunch of them. Okay, so, all right, two more. All right, so let's get through the math here. So 62,024. Here's our Wolverine. 62,602 plus 61,627 plus 62,302. Nothing like making a sausage. Oh, wait, there's two nebulas. I can tell my head's starting to hurt from looking at this because it's like the numbers are so small on my phone. $661 plus 62, 532. Check the mail. What is it? Oh, really? Nice. Who are the new players? Thanks, Paulo. Appreciate you stopping by. Let's see. I'll check the mail in a second here as soon as I finish. I'll do one more node and I'll check the mail to sign off on this thing. 62,404 plus 65, 273 plus 64, 419. All right. All right, let's just double check the math here. Daredevil, Cap, Mystique, Iron Fist, Daredevil, Mystique, thank you, Cap, Carnage, Spider-Man, 2 Nebulas, Gamora, Drax. All right, that's so how strong is that? 94. All right. All right, I'll do this last node real quick and then I'll go check the mail. All right, so this is the boss node here. It looks super easy. Oh brother, they call it. Ronan, Korath, Kree Noble. So it's Kree Brotherhood and Doctor Strange is what this one is. Kree Minion. Well, I'm just Kree Minions / Korath. Brotherhood. And yes. Okay. All right, so let's jump to the spreadsheet and finish this last one out. Okay, and it is nothing like an 80k Ronin to go fight. Have a drink. Korath. Got 2 Kree Nobles here. Two Juggernauts. 2 Doctor Stranges. $73k Kree Reaper. Jeez, these are gonna suck. Just think about how you fight these guys in war. When you see a 70k just solo tune, you're like, oh, this sucks. They got this 70k solo tune in there. These guys are all 70k. 81, 684, 72, 630, and then ending with a 77k Pyro. Let's just double check the math one last time. Pyro, Kree Cyborg, Mystique, Mags, KRG, Kree Reaper, 2 Doctor Stranges, 2 Juggernauts, 2 Kree Nobles, Korath, and oh, you know, almost missed the fact there was 2 Ronins here. All right, what's the number? All right, so a little over $1 million. All right, so that's kind of the end of that part of it. So let's just get to the mail here to finish up this thing. Let's see, Tony was talking about something in the mail. Oh, hey, Rocket. What's up, brah? Let's see what we got in the mail. Prepare yourself. All right, so it doesn't tell us too much. Roster 2.0, what does that mean? I wonder if they're going to redo the way the roster looks. That should be interesting. New event campaign. That's going to be one of your new tunes, I'm sure. I think, maybe. I don't know. Or something to give us something. Hopefully it's gold. Gold. All right, so cool. Anyway, so I appreciate you guys sticking around if you did, or if you stopped by and watched some of this. You know, I normally don't do these, and I don't know. I don't know if I'll do a ton. They're long and take a while, but I'm happy I did. Kind of showing, like I said, how the sausage makes. And, you know, as I always say, if you know, ever want to see this or, you know, some of my shorter videos kind of culminating in what I've done here, you know, kind of, click. Oh, and actually, I should say, YouTube, please click that notification bell, because that is a bigger part of YouTube and getting some of these things kind of shown around. So, please click that notification bell and the like button, and of course subscribe. And love to share what I've got with you guys. So again, thanks for sticking around, and hope to see you guys again soon. Thanks.